SCS Software, authors of the Truck Driver Simulator American Truck Simulator, continue to expand the territories of the United States with the Oregon DLC, which, as easily understood by the name, adds to the game world the territories of the homonymous northern state, bordering California out south and with Washington state to the north. Aboard our trusty truck we then headed to those verdant lands in search of new assignments. This third DLC, after the first free one that added Nevada and the second paid one that introduced New Mexico instead, increases the roads that we can travel on board our trusty vehicle by 8,000 kilometers. Of course, the game uses a scale of 1:20 to represent the distances traveled, so the map has been expanded by the equivalent of approximately 400 real kilometers thanks to this maze of unprecedented routes. With a large amount of winding roads and only 2 lanes, we can therefore visit 14 new cities, small and large, including the most famous Salem and Portland. The developers have created a truly believable scenario, especially with regard to the huge motorway junctions and the distant skyline of the larger population centers. This allows you to avoid having metropolises made up of a small and unrealistic number of streets, and to obtain instead a valid small-scale representation of Oregon. The same trick was also used wisely for the DLC Scandinavia, Vive la France, and Italy of Euro Truck Simulator 2. The major towns are visible only from a distance and our delivery destinations are in a small portion of the suburbs. Oregon, also called the Beaver State, is another great addition to the world of American Truck Simulator. As much as you love or hate this type of video game, the latest DLC released by SCS Software offers scenarios very different from those seen previously and, above all, not very repetitive. Each meter of street is characterized by a contour of forests, rivers, small towns, iconic buildings and structures, such as the Yaquina Head Lighthouse and even a drawbridge that lifts for the passage of ships. In short, the variety is great, and it is also the main reason to explore every single ravine of this new area. Among other things, this downloadable content allows the purchase of garages large enough to park personal trailers. Thanks to the latest updates, it is in fact possible to buy them, customize them freely and use them to complete specific deliveries. Overall, Oregon is a great DLC, and absolutely in line with what it offers. The reproduction of those lands is well done and Truck Simulator fans simply cannot do without it, especially if you have already had the opportunity to appreciate the American version of the series. Unfortunately, the real flaw remains the game engine which, year after year, begins to show its age more and more. The graphics are still acceptable and the three-dimensional models of the new environments, loads and vehicles are still valid, but sooner or later SCS Software will have to move on to something new. For now, though, let's enjoy our trip to the northwest of the United States.